Most of the teams size opportunities this way. This is the total addressable market. Let's say a 1 billion opportunity or 1 billion market. Then they think that if we are able to take 1% of this market, we have a $10 million opportunity. That's the wrong way of sizing the market. Let's talk today about what a market research is, and how to do it, and what are the key components of a market research. So a market research is going to connect opportunities with business goals. It's going to basically bridge the gap that you have between the customer value that you are providing and the commercial viability of your product. And a market research is going to be a tool that is going to help you understand who are your customers, what are their needs, where they are, and how they behave. Market research is a key part of product discovery, and when you are thinking about validating the business viability of different opportunities or different ideas. Market research is going to be an estimation. It's never going to be very accurate because it's based on many different assumptions that you are going to do, but it's going to help you really understand what you are trying to target, the demographics, the industries, and also give you a roadmap of how you should be tackling this opportunity or how you should be tackling this business case that you are trying to build. What market research is not going to be is a very accurate estimation. So take it as what it is. There's a ton of assumptions, but it's going to give you a very good idea of the potential of that market. It's not either a very in-depth research in most of the cases. In some cases, it might be very deep research. But in most of the cases, you want to do the research of an opportunity for a product. This is not a university research that is going to help you make a decision of whether this is a good opportunity for your business or not. It's neither a top-down estimation, or it should not be. In many cases, unfortunately, it is. So just thinking that you're going to take a 1% or 0.1% of an opportunity or total addressable market is probably not going to give you a very good idea of what that market is. And neither is a user research. Those are two different things. With user research, what you want to understand are your users. You want to understand their problems and how you're building solutions for them. When you're doing market research, you want to really understand the business opportunity. You are looking for commercial viability. Doing a market research is going to consist of different stages. The first one is designing your research, understanding who are you going to be talking to, what are the personas that you are going to be investigating or researching, what are the nationalities, countries, geographies, industries, especially if you are in a B2B product, and different assumptions that are going to help you formulate like a canvas of your market research to understand really what are all the different assumptions and how you are going to be running the research and how you are going to make a go or a no-go decision. The second stage of a market research is going to be to size your opportunity. Here is when you're going to do most of the research part of the market research. You are going to look into who are the customers, how many customers are they, how much are they willing to pay, where they are located, and so on. That's going to give you a ballpark number that based on annual recurring revenue estimates or averages that you might be using is going to give you a potential idea of what would be the size of this market in a certain amount of time. You can look at it as what is the market research for now, or you can look at it for what is the market opportunity, in 2, 3, 5 years. As part of this work, you are going to try to build scenarios because there's not going to be one answer. You can work with pessimistic scenarios, neutral scenarios, and positive or optimistic scenarios. That's good because it gives you an understanding of where you potentially kind of what is your bandwidth of the different the different size of the opportunity or sizes that the opportunity is falling into. Also, think about when you're running this research is you have to decide whether you are doing the top-down or you are doing a bottom-up. For me, a bottom-up is much better because it's looking into your internal operations to see what is the actual size of the market that you can tackle. Because you might have a very big opportunity out there, but if you don't have the resources, you don't have the people to really go after that market, well, you're never going to take it. Next step is going to be to understand who are the competitors in the market. And this is going to be from regular competitors, like the typical competitors, tools, products that are basically in the same space as you are, but also the not so direct competitors, more like indirect competitors or even status quo competitors like pen and paper. People might still be using those to solve the problem that your product is solving. And then you had to understand how you compare with those competitors. The next one is that you had to analyze your strategic position. How well are you positioned in this market to take over it? Just don't look at your internal strengths and weaknesses, but also what are the external conditions that are going to affect your position and how well are you prepared to take over this opportunity. And finally, you had to make a proposal. Usually you're going to build something like a business case that is going to tell to, for example, management or an executive team that how do you think or how do you see this opportunity? How do you think that you could be taking over it? What are the benefits? Why should you go for it? What is our understanding of this market and how many people could or how much revenue could be taken out of it? If you want to do a proper market research, it's a complex process. To help you do this, I have built a program. You can find the link in the description, or you can work directly with me where I can actually help you do your market research to understand what is the size of an opportunity. Go check out the links in the description. So doing a market research is not super straightforward, although it sounds sometimes like it's very straightforward. I have heard people that I work with saying that, well, if you just look at the total addressable market and you usually take a 1 or 2%, it's going to give you a pretty much similar idea to what you will get with a bottoms-up approach. But I beg to differ. Generally, if you do a proper bottoms-up approach, it's going to really give you a much better understanding of what you could be taking. And it's not just that. Not just that it's giving you a more accurate estimation, but it's giving you a better understanding of how you are going to plan your roadmap, your strategies to really take over that market, making much easier than to create a business case and really a model that you can then present to your executive team to approve. So market research really is about understanding your opportunity and how much of that opportunity you could be taking. So how much an opportunity is commercially viable for you as a product manager, as a product leader, whatever it is your role. And it's not just going to give you a number, it's going to give you a clear strategic path that you can then build on top of it to really build your roadmap that is going to really get you closer to be able to take over that opportunity. And it makes much easier the conversation with a leadership team, with an executive team, because you really understand the market, you really understand the realities. So you understand better how well you are prepared and how maybe in which areas you have taken more assumptions. There are many different ways of doing a market research, but one of the most common one is doing a tons and sum. If you are interested, you can find a video up here. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.